Let's take our RV and go to the camp over there.
You dealt with these Arabs. I didn't have any doubts about whether you could, but still, your actions will save some lives. And the buildings will at least provide some shelter. Here, take this.
Danke. Okay, so I guess it's time to listen to everyone too. First, let's check if I can update. Where is she? Once. Oh, I can destroy the superb wand. No one needs that one anymore. I'll keep superb spear. It's a normal superb spear. Fine spear. Tree of life gone. Yes. Exceptional pistol gone. Keep the grimoires. All the rest. Nope, we keep that one. I have it since the beginning. We need this one. Oh, it's a nice weapon. Let's keep it. So can we upgrade it once at least? Yeah. I guess even twice. Voila. Well, I'll have to check which weapon I would use. I'd use this one for... It has 120 stun, but attack deals stun. It deals high stun and have 10% higher crit chance. Okay. 20% against vessels. Thing. And poison. Successful special attack costs pull of Eora. Nice, I can update her. So, full combo attack deals moderate frost accumulation to nearby enemies. A successful parry deals high frost accumulation. Yeah, but I won't do parries with this one. That one. Okay, I guess every update does cost money.
Never thought I'd be going back to Galawain's Tusks.
You, okay.
Relax. We won't embarrass you too much.
Let me guess. You burned some bridges on your way out, and now we have to cross them.
Think whatever you want. I just don't.
Take your time, dearie. You can tell me everything later over tea.
Right. Can we talk about something else?
Yeah, let me talk to them and then I'll talk about it.
You were the one who brought it up.
Kai's still wearing socks from last week. Let's discuss.
At least I've washed them.
How did you dry? Oh yeah, we sleep often. Okay.
Galawains love to boast about how barren and rugged our homeland is. But we've got nothing on the Pargrunan living here.
Galawain has a certain austere charm. I can't imagine calling this place home.
I can't fault your optimism, but would you think that if this was the only landscape you ever saw day in and day out? According to Marius, his people are forbidden from ever leaving the Tusks.
I did tell you that, didn't I? Must have been drunk.
I'm all for pulling together, but that's just oppressive.
I agree, people should be free to choose their own path. No one could survive here without cooperation and mutual sacrifice. There must be a reason for it.
You're not alone. A lot of people in Solace would agree with you.
Exactly. It's not a home if you have to lock people in it. Ravatai has a similar problem. Between the constant storms and the rocky soil, the lands never supported us easily. So many of us find work as sailors and mercenaries. We explore the world as soldiers or as part of a trade mission. We venture out. We're encouraged to.
You also conquer and annex a lot of the land you explore and trade with. And all that you gain from your exploits enriches Ravatai. But how many of you actually go back to your homeland?
Yeah, that's certainly part of it. Look, I'm not trying to defend or debate my empire's conduct, or yours. Everyone in the Living Lands faces struggle. But people choose that, and usually to escape something worse. Forcing people into a lifetime of hardship for the sake of principle or tradition is a different matter entirely.
You've never been to Galawain Tusks before? Well, a question for you now.
Never. The Pargrunen of Solace are notoriously suspicious of outsiders. Though, from the looks of this place, Solace's real concern has got to be keeping its people in, not keeping the rest of us out.
True that.
Envoy.
Hola.
We're on the precipice of something magical. You can feel it, can't you? The garden is within our grasp.
But yet
All
far
we
away.
need now is the courage and wisdom to brave the unknown.
A functional bridge to the garden would also be nice. Yeah. Not swim through acid.
We'll find a way. We always do. Are you afraid of what's to come? I'm not judging, just curious.
I'm worried that everything I know about everything I know is about to be turned upside down. I'm terrified. Not at all. This is business as usual. No.
The bane of every academic. I believe, for the first time in ages,
Hey, Jessica Smith,
I
how are
am
you?
not afraid. I used to care so much about discovery, invention, achievement. But deep down, I was afraid. Afraid that I wasn't living up to my potential.
I know that feeling earlier. You were worried that you'd taken the wrong direction with animacy. Who did you think you were letting down? I am sure Vidado had something to do with that. You can't treat yourself like a... You can't treat yourself like a machine. You have limits. Oh, I know that feeling.
Of course you do. What blade cuts deeper than having unachievable standards for yourself? Since we met, everything I believed has been proven wrong. That the island can be controlled. That I alone can fix it. Even my parents. Gods. They really had no idea what they were doing. Just like me.
They must have felt the same pressure that you did. I'm sure they tried their best. Does it give you any comfort?
And look how that turned out. I'm so tired of being afraid. I need to accept my limitations or embrace them. Even if I'm wrong again, that's part of the journey. I have no idea where it leads. And for the first time, it's fine. Perfectly fine.
Would you have gotten you a standing ovation at Brecon Hill Academy? I think you just made a breakthrough. Not that you need to hear this from me, but you are allowed to be wrong. Just try not to be wrong about anything important.
Really?
Yeah, please.
I wouldn't know what to do with that much encouragement. Glad I could get that off my chest. We have bigger problems to worry about, but I appreciate these little moments. You have an inquisitive mind. I respect that. If you ever feel your education is missing something, I'd be happy to teach you what I know. All you have to do is ask.
You still mean in the game? Okay, I have no questions. You offer to teach me. I'm ready to learn.
Excellent. The Imperial Court taught you well, but I suspect there were gaps in what they call an education. If there's anything you've been dying to learn from an Animancer, now is the time.
So as usual, I'll take the halfway that I learn.
Hold your questions
of
to
each,
the
one
end
of
if you
each
don't
skill.
mind. Otherwise, I'll lose my train of thought. Now, let's begin.
And I'm tired.
You drifted off for a moment. Were you paying attention?
No, everything became black and then we came back. I was hanging on to every word.
Really? What's the last thing I said?
You were telling me about the fight that broke out during your thesis defense. You drifted for a moment. Were you paying attention?
Oh, I stand corrected. Even if you had dozed off, no harm done. Besides, a little nap is good for the soul. I slept through my share of lectures.
Okay,
and
I
look
like
how
that
turned
teacher.
out. That's all I have to teach you for now. I'll chime in if anything else comes to mind.
Okay. What do you think of our traveler companions? Can we talk about what happened to your parents? How are you holding up after everything you've seen? Do you still want to be an Animancer? What happened? Okay. That's enough for now. Get some rest. I will have to read all that. Oh, look at all that later on. Just to be sure. Marius! Huh? You all still want to talk to me? Ah, an intellect and memory resolved. That's good.
I'm not ready to go to Solace. Maybe there's another way. Maybe we can fashion some kind of flying boat?
You knew where the garden was this whole time. Why didn't you say something? Ta-da! You're really worried about this, aren't you? You could stay behind at the camp. This is the one way I need you to focus. This is the only way I need you to focus.
Fui tu meio, Envoy. I don't know. There's just so much.
You're really afraid of something out here. Maybe it would help if you talked about it, yeah.
Right. Maybe it would. Thanks, Envoy. I feel this fear inside. This heart pounding, can't breathe. It's like I'm dying every time. I've been bit by core vipers, fallen into old spike pits, drank cure water from a Zarup shaman. And it never felt like this. It's as if the thought of being here, of returning home, is the deadliest thing I can imagine. And it's getting worse.
I think I can understand that feeling. Why don't you want to go home? I mean, really? I'm sorry you are dealing with that, but we have no choice. It is all in your head. Get past it.
I imagine you can. You've been through a lot. You've already died once, for God's sake. It's more than just going home, I think. It's everything. The politics, the people, the way I left. I betrayed the traditions I was raised on, and I don't know why. I've seen that island off the coast all my life, and I grew up hearing tales about the garden. But it always felt like a legend, like those old tales about the gods. No one has been there in centuries, as far as I know.
So you didn't think the garden was real? Do you know where the real entrance to the garden is? That is too much, Marius. You'll say anything to convince me to turn back.
Do you blame me? A magical place Solace has been sworn to protect since it was founded. And no one can go there? Sounds to me like a good way to get a nosy kid to stop asking questions. There is something that's bothering me. Specifically, if you can spare a moment. Since we entered the Tusks, I've been getting these flashes of memory. Like there are answers in my head I can't get to. They seem to be about a village, somewhere north of Solace. Fear and sorrow, but also answers.
Say no more, we'll find that village. Are you sure it's a good idea to follow those memories? We can track down these memories together if there is time. We are on an urgent mission. No time to chase vague memories.
Thanks, Envoy. It might be nothing, but it'll be nice having backup whenever I go to find it. Anyway.
Let's talk about
Not before I've done some reading.
I didn't get training from him yet. Maybe he doesn't like
I
to
don't
train
think I
people.
could do what you do. Too many unknowns.
But that's what makes it interesting.
Sometimes I wonder if it would been what would happen if you just leave the camp on for hours. They continue to talk and talk and talk.
In unknowable shapes.
What's eating at you? I've been wondering about these dreams. Sapadal, I'm tired.
The sulfur scalds. We do not like to linger in this place.
It's a testament to the Pargrunen spirits that they can't survive here. We won't stay in the Tusk long. We'll find the garden and get out. I don't blame you. It seems to bring out the worst in its residents.
The rule of the wilds. What will they do to gain such victory? The beast of treachery smells you. It stalks you across the land. A sword for a settlement, the scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Friend or foe, the branches shake.
This bothers you a great deal, doesn't it? This brother. I wish it'd get to the point.
Another time, a distant ache. A hidden strike, a bond bleeds in silence. Have your hands known this?
I've never betrayed anyone, and I never will. I've been tempted, but I stood firm. I betrayed someone once. I'm not proud of it. Depends on your definition of loyalty. Oh. Yeah.
A bulwark unshaken. Why?
When I make a promise, I keep it. I'm nothing without my principles. Traitors are scum. They all get what's coming to them. I am only loyal to myself now.
A certain spring. The bloom always succeeds the frost. The storm blows, others falter. What good is a vow if it can break?
We have to trust each other. Not everyone is a potential enemy. We can't plan for everything, for every contingency. What matters is that it mattered once. You finally asked me a question I don't have an answer to. My thoughts exactly. You never know when a situation could turn.
Trust. We have learned much. Dream of dandelions with two heads.
Okay. Okay. Afterwards, we also have to get to check Marius' stuff so that we get his training too.
Isn't it? How did the dwarves manage?
I'm starting to wonder if those gates are to keep strangers out or locals in.
Or both.
Well, isn't this a homely little fortress? So warm, so welcoming.
Outsiders aren't permitted in Solace Keep. Turn your ass around and go back the way you came.
The council is inside the keep. I can't get permission unless you let me in. I don't have time for this, so Soulless Keep is in danger. Marius warned us. It would be difficult to get in.
Precisely. Don't welcome outsiders in Solace. It's a violation of Tenet 3 of Nandru's 9 creeds. No person excepting wardens of the Pargrunen shall be granted safe harbor without express permission of the council, heretofore established by Nandru, the first warden, or without the attestation of an established, honored warden of the keep.
You are saying if I'm with a warden, he will let me in? That was really long-winded. Did Nandru actually write that? I have no idea what you just said.
That is correct. Without the Solace Council or a warden to vouch for you, your presence in the keep is forbidden. No warden, no keep.
We really will have to drag Marius into this, won't we? The poor dear.
But I didn't want to play with Marius. I also might need him to go to that home. Oh, okay. Okay, let's go old school. Hi, and Marius. Back to the beginning of the game. Before I had Whammon to play with. Well, one woman and a furry. Female furry. How far is the other thing away? Okay. So let's see if you also have bounties and quests and everything here, or if it's really just a quick stop before getting to the garden.
I told you the first time.
Ah, Fuitu Mayu. It's Cosmine. Just let me handle this.
Marius? No. You must be a ghost. A curse.
Just hit him. He will notice.
That would be news to me.
You're alive. You. Asshole. You show your face now? Now?
You missed him, didn't you? I take it you two know each other? Marius. What's his reasons for leaving? Marius warned us we wouldn't be welcome here.
Several times, but I hit more than I missed.
We used to be friends. Or so I thought. But then this Jitule left. Unannounced. No note, no nothing. Didn't even say goodbye to Iancu. And now you cozy up here, after 3 years, with an adherent godlike, no less? No offense.
I don't have time for this theatrics. We need to speak to the council immediately. Some taken. Keep me out of whatever this is.
I can't allow that. You know the rules. Outsiders cannot enter without express permission of the council.
Or with an honored warden.
Which you are not. I shouldn't even be talking to either of you. It's forbidden.
I don't suppose the warden would teach their people to think for themselves, would they? The Stilgoroth are already in Galawain Tusk. Soulless Keep may be in danger. I am the duly appointed envoy of the Emperor. From Adir, let me in.
Why, you pencil-pushing, goat-kissing little bookworm! I ought to stab you for that!
Try it. See how quickly I forget that we both grew up here. Do you think the Council will care about your promises when a Death Guard and her army turns Solace inside out?
Fuito, Marius. You've grown an edge since you left. I'll let you in, but be warned. Solace is not as it was, Marius.
I doubt it. Nothing really changes in Solace.
You'll see for yourself. The Council isn't what it was. Keep a watchful eye. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
I admit it. Solace is damned impressive. Just be aware, the people of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls.
Oh, as stubborn as you. Okay, noted.
Gods. Here we go.
If it's the new recruit playing games again, I'm going to... Your face. Outlanders and Solace Keep. What's next?
All right. You long enough. Wait, you're not from the hunting party. Where's the hunting party? They were supposed to be here an hour ago.
Idiots. Better not have gotten them.
You look just like Nandru. You have his markings. The council is going to lose its mind.
Mihala is going to... I don't even know what Mihala is going to do. This has never happened.
It's
I
never
can't wait
happened.
to see what the council will say. Duty won't feed us, Mother. Duty won't keep us from dying.
How dare you talk to your mother?
I will be the talk of the town for sure.
Is that Marius? He's alive?
Welcome back to Wodika. Nails, an outsider.
Yeah, sorry. And the way I opened the door,
Sanctuary of Nandru.
everyone
Hasn't
looked back and
changed
be shocked in the movie.
It is far from
An outsider!
Listen, everyone wants seconds, okay? You can get back in line or wait until next meal.
If everyone wants seconds, you must be a good cook. Huh? Oh, the portions are
Very
small.
funny, pal. I should... Oh, well, then thank you, outsider. Compliments here are scarce. I am the ringleader of the circus. No one does anything without a belly full of whatever we're warming up here today. Honestly, Marius here would catch something better than I could rustle up for you.
I just do what I do. You make last week's salt pork taste like this week's salt pork.
Take a compliment, Amakura. You're a good hunter. Always were. I have a little time to chat right now. What can I do for you?
What sort of things do people eat in Solace? It didn't seem like the farms outside Solace were producing very much.
I doubt they ever will. The land here doesn't yield much, as you saw. And our livestock usually has many more legs than we do. We sometimes send wardens to the Twinewood to hunt, but that brings other dangers. I wish there was more we could do, but tradition is law, right? Of course, that means I have to be creative, to find ways to make everything edible and palatable, at least.
You have to take what you can get and learn to live with it. With land this barren, you eat for survival, not pleasure. You don't seem satisfied with the way things are. I need to be going.
See? Thank you. That's what I tell these Komai, but they keep complaining. Trust me, if I could throw together something new, I'd do it. But this is Solace. Tradition dictates you eat what you get. Councillor Kostia wants things to change around here. He wants to work with the other settlements to increase trade. Imagine it. Fish from Thirdborn, wild game from Paradis, produce from Fior Mesiverno.
I wouldn't count on produce from Fjord.
Ah, yes, I forgot. I don't know what I would do if my home was destroyed like that. I Guess I take what we have for granted. Tradition says we have to survive without help from the outside world, or we'll never survive. Tradition has kept these walls standing. It makes sense why we'd be slow to risk losing that.
So what's for dinner? I wish you luck with all that. I think I'll be eating elsewhere. I need to be going.
Well, it's I couldn't tell you. And I skinned it myself. Best of luck out there, my friends. And stay away from the stew.
That's you. Okay, so what do you sell?
Greetings. What can I do for my new friends?
Restores... Food restores 40% more health and essence. Ooh. Okay.
Maybe we should open up.
Ah, here we go. Bounty. Bounty. Bounty.
Be careful.
Bounty.
Some of our best.
Bounty. Bounty.
Good.
And how bad are they? Okay. Seems like I can. Besides the main mission, I can directly do everything. And we keep the companion quest, that's the quest that we will do next.
Great. Outsider.
Warden. You must be the keeper, the keep's chief diplomat. This looks like a place where I can buy things. I should be going.
You need something?
I need everything. Oh, you don't see a lot of outsiders here, do you?
Never once, and now that I have, I can't say I care for it. Leave our keep and our garden be. That's all I'll say on that.
You see my beard? Yeah, I'm 13 lockpicks. Not bad. Can buy directly legendary here? But it's a shield. Pity. And yeah, it's expensive, like hell. Next quest. Oh, in here.
We need to open our gates to the world, lest it leave us behind. Absolutely. Can you imagine if we had access to fresh
Oi.
crops from the
So you're the outsiders my guards let you to the keep.
Huh?
Sucker. Now I'm going to have to deal with Kazmin. And you're accompanied by a deserter.
There's the Joffrey I know. Still calling your parents by their first names.
Yes, I am. Every time I visit them. You should try it sometime. If you have a complaint, can it wait? I'm already dealing with enough.
There's some ways to treat an envoy of a deer. What's got you so frazzled? Don't judge Kazmin too harshly. I'm very persuasive.
Ha! You're an outsider, and outsiders aren't allowed in Sully's Keep. You lot are the only Kith around who aren't dwarves. Or hadn't you noticed? And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mihala is going to ream me for this.
Is it really that bad? For a captain of the wardens, you seem pretty incompetent. Your man's failure isn't your own.
Gods, yes. The wardens take an oath to protect the keep. That includes outside influences. Not that you'd know, but the council isn't known for their temperance. None of this is even my job. Not really, anyway. Mihala ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes back, but it's been weeks and no one's heard anything.
That's one way to get promoted. What happened to him? That's odd.
If I knew, I wouldn't be talking to you, Nimdut. Mihala said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. No journal, nothing. One of my wardens, Mina, is convinced something happened to him, but I don't have the time or resources to spare.
I could look for him if you like. What kind of something? Sorry, but that's not my problem.
Would you? That would take a load off of me. The council might even thank you for it. Talk to Mina. She's been distraught since Petru disappeared, so I've relieved her of her duties. I can't have one of my wardens like this, drunk and useless. She's likely over in the bar, drowning her sorrows. If there's anything to know about Petru, she'd know it.
Odd for the captain of the guard to disappear like that.
Wait
Let's
a
look
minute.
into this.
It's me, your little grubbling. Oh, oh my dear.
They don't like me, so let's steal everything I see. To make some friends, of course.
Ready yourselves. Council's just up this lift.
Are they gonna throw us in the volcano if this goes badly?
Outsiders?
Will you look at this?
The very image of Nandru indeed. The gods send you at the most opportune time. The word, please. Ah, the infamous Ediran envoy. I'd heard of your resemblance to our illustrious founder, but I'd hardly believe it if I weren't seeing it for myself. The monks tell us that Nandru had a special connection to the land, a sense for where to find things. I wonder if you share it.
You have no idea. Why do I get the feeling you're about to ask me for something? Whatever you're feeling on others are. I'm not him.
And perhaps Solus is in luck. Our hunters can track beetles, birds, and boars, but do you know what the most elusive quarry in the Tusks is?
Bears. A straight answer? You tell me a straight answer.
Ah, you Edirans. As businesslike as I'd heard. It's water, of course. And yet you'd never know it from the way the councillors fuss. It's all traditionless, traditionnet.
You read of your Paragonan. I've read of your Paragonan keeps. You have lasted as long as Solus. Is there a problem with your water supply? Are Paragonan politics always this contentious?
Paradoxical, isn't it? The councillors would tell you this is our calling. Their detractors say it's our prison. Me, I'm just concerned about keeping us all alive. There's an old godless aqueduct system in slumbering fields far to the southwest. I sent a team to start repairs, but I haven't heard from them.
Existing aqueducts. It is a wonder you people didn't connect them to begin with.
And acknowledge that someone else came here before us and built something worth preserving? That's Pargrun pride for you. I call it damn fool stubbornness, since we're all friends. But now that a steady water supply is a bigger concern than cultural pride, the next problem is finding my team. They were supposed to work on the section just north of the southern guard tower. You probably passed it when you entered the Tusks.
Okay, so let's see what they say.
If we open our gates
People here really need cleaning mates.
Lose everything. They will corrupt our people. Destroy. We will talk about this later. Guest.
What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason.
We just saw the steel garrots in the Tusk. Your lives are in danger. I believe the steel garrots have entered the Tusk. Your lives are in danger. We need your help. We owe Marius you owe Marius a debt of gratitude for warning you of danger. He didn't have to come here.
I doubt that. There isn't an inch of this land the Wardens do not patrol, day and night. If the steel garrote were here, we would know.
And if they are here, let them come. Solus has stood against worse threats for hundreds of years.
They destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for Solus, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
Although I wonder why we should bother trusting you. We heard that you were responsible for a great many deaths in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer.
I did what was needed. I just have to explain myself to you. This isn't your place to comment.
Indeed. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you? It sounds like you have something in mind.
Of course. We are looking for a path to the garden. Hellboss put an end to the Dream Scourge. Given how our conversation has gone so far, I don't expect much of anything from you.
There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, Envoy?
A god is imprisoned there. They spoke to me, begged me to come. We determined it's the source of the Dream Scourge. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Your garden.
The garden is our sacred purpose. Its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him. Perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The Envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face. I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru.
We found an old journal written by Nandru. It says there's another way to the garden. I am a godlike of the being in the garden. Maybe Nandru was to lie. I am the reincarnation of Nandru. I don't care. How do I get into the garden?
Enough. I know you outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost journal of our founder, there are no words. If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget it? Would the living archives misplace such an artifact? We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, Envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
If there really is no way in, why bother protecting it? Huh? Could you at least tell us where we might look? So we came here for nothing. I don't believe you, no.
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
Okay. My purpose is greater than the concern of Kith. I won't stop searching for a way into the garden. I stand around. All you like, I'm leaving. Stand around all you like, I'm leaving.
However noble you may believe your purpose, it is yours alone.
It's mine, too.
You have no more standing in these halls than the envoy does, Marius. We have no obligation, and indeed, no inclination to help you.
You are making a mistake, but I will respect your wishes. I won't stop searching for a way to the garden.
Good. Be sure of it.
Kostya, see the envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius? Don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the Steel Garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
Politicians are alike everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah, no. There are some special ones. Especially nowadays. Why does it feel like there should be something around here?
Still lingering, Adiren?
Give it a letter. I found the letter of one of the... Yep.
Thank you, Envoy. Let's see. I suspect it's another one of Kostya's attempts at courting Adir. No matter. I've dealt with this before and shall deal with it again. But I appreciate your assistance in maintaining the peace in Solace Keep. Take this key. There's a chest in my office whose contents you might find interesting.
Really, that's it? That wasn't interesting enough. Still nothing here. Okay, let's go down.
Envoy. I just wanted a word before you went on your way.
I want to squeeze in a few more insults on the way out. If you're about to make an apology, save it, I don't care. Raise an eyebrow quizzically, yes.
No, indeed. I feel I owe you an apology. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help.
You disagree with her? What's going on in Solace Keep? She's risking lives for the sake of pride.
There are just not enough resources to go around. And it's causing people to fall ill. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath.
She did seem quite passionate, so you are a two-faced coward. You still owe me an apology. You are picking your battles. This feels like a difficult situation.
She's a zealot. She forgets that doctrine is worth less than living. Much like your Inquisitor Ludwig, I suspect. Two sides of the same miserable coin. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me?
What do you want from me exactly? Whatever you are angling for, I'm not interested, no?
The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation.
Can't be intrigued, assuming I can help. What will you give me in return? Trade agreements aren't in my specific wheelhouse, I'm afraid. Why haven't you? I'm not interested in solving your problems. No.
Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman.
Why are you telling me this? You knew about the Stilgarot the whole time. I've told you. You've told me. All I need to know, I must go. Why didn't you tell Mihala?
Mihala would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths fighting the Stilgarot. She does not care about how the situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarot who find it, I don't care.
What about duty? No wonder you are afraid of Mihala. You are a traitor. What then? Is of importance to you?
Forget duty. Duty cannot feed our children. Duty cannot keep us safe.
Can't argue with him on that.
The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us.
Ambassador Hilgard is a reasonable man. You don't need Ludwig's support. You misunderstand the Ambassador's relationship with the Inquisitor. You have nothing to offer, Adir.
It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear.
I can bring it to you.
I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your Sundan mind?
Solace Keep is just a place. You're looking for a way to help your people, aren't you?
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Stilgarot in exchange for goods and gold.
That's a sensible trade in my book.
Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people.
I knew you were a freaking snake. I'm sure Mihala would love to hear this. You have a point. Hopefully Mihala will see it. Yeah.
Kind words I did not think I would hear. I doubt she will, though. Mihala believes your empire cannot see us as anything but rivals. After Fior, I suspect you Adirans think of the people of the Living Lands as little more than bugs to be crushed. If you think of us at all. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger.
You are fool if you believe giving Adir a crumbling castle will protect you from them. It would change you all. I wish you well, but I want nothing to do with this. Yeah.
It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. I thought you'd empathize with this more. Your quest for the garden is also a fool's errand.
It's my fool's errand. Regardless of what you think, I will find it. You allowed your opinion and I will have mine.
You are not the first person to have said that. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too.
Inquisitor Ludwig is out of control. The Steel Garrods are unpredictable. They may force my hand. That's what had crossed my mind. The Steel Garrod are my countrymen. If I see Ludwig, she's dead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Of course. But need she be stopped by you? Now?
Yes.
In any case, the Steel Garrod are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirans can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also...
what is it?
Well, if you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives, a monastery dedicated to preserving our history. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days, and I can't spare a warden to check on them. Oh, please, look in on them, if you can.
Right, I get it. He wants us to run his errands.
I do, Marius. Because I trust you. And by extension, I trust the Envoy. Is that so outrageous? You were missed here. Whatever the front I put forward may have led you to believe.
You have a funny way of showing it.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious, Envoy.
Might historians know of the route to the garden? The Imperial Library in Adir protects centuries of secrets. I'll go to them. Where can I find these living archives again? Perhaps if I can spare the time, find another errand boy. Koista. Of course you would say, yeah, they might know.
It is definitely a possibility. The Living Archives contain centuries of knowledge. I wouldn't be surprised if there were clues to the garden's location in there somewhere. But I'm afraid I don't know for sure.
I'll go to them, whatever. Where can I find them?
They are to the north of Solace Keep, along the main road. And beware, if my warden's reports are accurate, there are a considerable number of Zarips between here and there. Look for Elder Grigor at the archives. He should be able to give you a full accounting. I pray nothing terrible has happened. Thank you for this, Envoy. You are more than the villains your people are made out to be.
I'm not my people, goddammit. Why everyone thinks I'm my people?
I believe he's trying to do right by his people.
Any news, Andrada?
Sorry, Geoffrey. Captain. No, the Council's still going at it.
Make it quick, Adiren.
Okay, never mind. Okay, so let's go.
But Kostya says that Solace Keep is nothing but a crypt. We'll die in here.
I'm so tired of listening to you. Kostya this, Kostya that. Solace Keep protects us all. I don't want to hear another word.
What's going on here? Kostya has a point. A life of subsistence in the keep is no way to live. Can I be of assistance, perhaps?
You cannot. These are Pargrunen matters. Would prefer that you not involve yourself.
What's wrong with talking to the Outlander, We need outside opinions. We need medicine. You're sick, Mother.
Pargrunen affairs are Pargrunen affairs. We don't speak of them to outsiders.
Even if it costs you your life, Mother? You'd rather die than ask for help from an Outlander?
Kostya has a lot to answer for. Poisoning our youth's minds with these ideas.
If more Pargrunen upheld their traditions, your people would be in better place. I think your child is onto something. Poisoning is a strong choice of words.
Once again, Outlander, we did not ask for your opinion. Leave us before we call for a warden's assistance.
Why won't you listen? If we don't change our ways, the Pargrunen are done for.
I don't want to hear another word of this.
Hey, boy.
What do you think it means?
What do you think what means?
5, 6, I lost count. Let me see that. A sign from Nandro?
A child. A sign from
Barely enough to feed half a child. Do you know which of these boxes
Okay, so let's see, what do we have? We have his village up there, and of course a little bit of everything spread throughout the world. So maybe we can start down here, do those two. Can we jump over there? Yeah, okay, but let's start here. We do those two first and then we continue.
Do you ever wonder
Oh god, walking wasn't a good idea. Oh, no, it hurts even more.
What?
Oh, let's see what they want to say.
Envoy? Sorry. I've been in my head ever since we left Solace, thinking about the village.
What about it? That's understandable. You need to focus.
What if I get there and... oh, I don't know, I fall apart. Memories flood in and I don't know who I am anymore. Or worse, what if it's nothing?
If you feel this strongly about it, it's not nothing. The only way to know is to go there and find out. You are stronger than all that. Marius, you will overcome it. Come this. Whatever happens, we'll do. So, whether you're worried about it or not here.
There was a story. The warden who saw the future.
What was it about? This is a story from Solace. We don't have time for stories now, it's okay.
There was a young warden who thought she could see the future. She'd think about things and they would come to pass. She was worried about her father falling ill, and he did. She feared her friend would die of exposure.
Go on.
One day, she was with her patrol unit guarding a watchtower, and she was struck by a terrifying thought. She just knew in her gut that Solace was under attack. Zareps or ogres or fire blights from the wastes.
So she left her post to stop the attack. There is no way a gang of Zareps could get through those gates. So she found a way to alert Solace and remain at her post. Is this coming to a point?
Oh, you've heard this one. The young warden tried to alert her unit, but they didn't seem concerned. They said she was delusional. So she left the tower to go protect Solace. And she found nothing there. Meanwhile, her post came under attack. Her whole unit was killed because she abandoned it.
Oh, she should have stayed at her post. Her further sight was just her worries about what might happen. That's really a dark story, and Solace sentenced her to prison for dereliction of duty.
Well, yes, but that's not the point. What if I'm seeing the future? I can't stop thinking about this village, as if I'm trying to predict what will happen.
The difference is that you haven't left your post. You sought help from your unit. We are here to support you. You can't predict what will happen, so stop trying. Being prepared for the future is never a bad thing.
You're right. This is a small detour, not a different path. I haven't left you folks behind. Anyway, I appreciate the talk, Envoy. I clearly have some things to figure out. Anyway. Pleasant dreams.
Really? You still want to talk more? Oh.
Envoy?
I liked you more when you
Coming
showed
back
us.
to Solace is not easy for me. A lot of memories. Not all happy ones.
Did something happen to you here? Commander Mihala seemed to think highly of you. What's on your mind?
I grew up in Solace. They took me in when I was a child, and they treated me like one of their own. Until I left.
That doesn't seem so bad. Oh, I see. How dare they treat you with kindness and generosity? Who do they think they are? They took you in from where exactly? Why did you leave?
No, it doesn't. Hearing it spoken out loud. The problem is, I started to get the feeling I was being lied to. Like everyone knew something I didn't. Whenever I asked about where I came from, I never got a straight answer. You're here now, they'd say. That's what matters.
You think they were hiding something about your past? They probably just wanted to make you feel safe. That's very suspicious behavior. It's time to stop obsessing about your childhood and grow up. Can really do an asshole wrong.
Oh, they definitely were. I swear on Magrin's breath. What could have been so bad that they wouldn't even tell me about it? Was it something I did? Something I didn't do? I left because I felt like everyone there was keeping something from me. Like I didn't belong there. And they all knew it.
Take a moment, Marius, please. I can see why you might want to get away from all of that. You have to know that was all in your mind. You sound like a madman.
Right. Okay. Thanks. I had to get out of there. I slipped out in the night, never said a word to anyone. Didn't look up till I got to Paradise. And here I am, back again. Funny how things work out. Anyway.
Is that all?
Thanks for talking.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Was it you?
Probably. What did I
Okay.
do this time?
I've seen council meetings get out of control, but that one was for the books. Almost as bad as when I asked the governor for some unconventional equipment. He nearly had a heart attack.
Mila is just trying to protect her people. Kostya seemed more innovative in his thinking, at least. What kind of unconventional equipment? Yeah.
A corporeal inverter. In layman's terms, it replaces living things with dead things by killing them. Maybe it wasn't my smartest investment, but I thought it had research potential. Old customs struggling to fix new problems. It's remarkable, really, what people do for traditions that have lost all meaning. The garden is your birthright, and the wardens don't seem to know why they're guarding it in the first place. If anyone has a right to enter the garden, it's you.
Wherever I go, I have to prove myself to strangers. No one should enter the garden, but we are going to anyway. I don't care. I don't fit in with their traditions.
Such is the life of an envoy. The council made their choice. If they won't let you into the garden, we just have to find another way.
Yep, that's true.
Until next time.
Oops.
Talking to Kostya, it's gotta be nice to meet someone who's happy to see adherence for a change.
What do you think about Kastka? This plan for a deal with a deer. I've got questions about you. No.
I can tell he's struggling against the current, which is a shame because he's looking out for his people rather than an old building. Tradition and history have their place, but I just can't see putting it ahead of the welfare of the living. But you're the envoy. I'm wondering what you think about it.
Palgon is across the era, built and abandoned forts all the time. Kirsta's way is actually more traditional, okay? He's right, obviously. It's reckless. He's betting his people's future on a risky deal and assuming they'll adapt. He shouldn't make that kind of decision on everyone's behalf. It's a good deal for a deer, yeah.
I never thought about it that way, but you're right. Probably a good reason for that, too. Rawatai's grown over the centuries through dozens of expansions, conquests, and alliances. Many were bloody and hard-won, but I still can't find myself wishing for the alternative. We wouldn't have lasted if we stayed a small Almawa tribe struggling against a barren, stormy spit of land.
Come on, dying out and aggressive conquest aren't the only options. Would the people you have absorbed into your empire feel differently? That explanation simplifies a messy and often violent history. Rawatai is one of the world's most prosperous and expansive empires because of that boldness.
Fair enough, and that's not exactly the choice in front of the Pargrunen either. The question is, do you really think Kostya and his people are better off sticking around here than taking their chances with Adir? Or striking out into the living lands?
They know how to survive in the Tusk. They should stay here. Anything better than this, they should take their chances elsewhere. That's not for me to say.
I only hope they get that chance. I've got extra water in my pack if anyone needs it.
Aw, that's so nice. So let's see, do we have anything to upgrade again? We didn't got any branches. Yeah, I still have to think which one of those I will upgrade.
This might sound weird, but...
Okay, so we will leave to the dark side.
Can I have some of your fur?
Well, that's quite the way to start a conversation.
Guess the easiest we start with this one and then go down. If I read the map right.
Station? Why do you want my fur?
I think I could use it as insulation.
Don't use her as insulation.
Not bad enough we're going into more godless ruins, but we're also walking face first into a beetle lair. Lovely. No one here. Been empty for a while.
Whoa, okay, yes, it kills me really quick. No good idea.
A valley of lava. You do take us to the most interesting places.
How far do I have to go to get there? Help. Okay, maybe. We'll try the other way around. Oh, nice. I didn't bring her with me. Do I have anything? No. I can't. Okay, wait. I was busy. Let's see.
Beyond seek.
Nope. Okay, I'll go get her. Let's forget Kai, let's take it like this. And let's go back again.
What, like it's hard? That's done.
Okay, so I can walk through it. As long as it isn't too deep.
And rough!
A bit overkill, but I got inside.
Can we finish here? Quickly, before I lose my lunch. Someone's eager to meet us.
Eggsworth and rough! Eggsworth and rough! And rough! Eggsworth and rough! And rough! Eggsworth and rough! Eggsworth and rough! And rough!
Okay, the main one is done for. And now let's kill the small ones.
Watch this!
Ooh.
And rough!
Armor even helps.
Eggsworth and rough! And rough! And rough!
Oh god. That was my bad. Okay, but